And see, nuclear fusion it is a process in which two light nuclei combined. Also, for their combination, high temperature is required, right? And to form a single heavier nucleus, right? Yes or no? So, right, the process in which the process in which two light nuclei, two light nuclei combine, two light nuclei combine at extremely high temperature, at extremely high temperature to form a single, to form a single heavier nucleus is called nuclear fusion. It's called nuclear fusion. Underline nuclear fusion. Students, see here, the mass of the heavy nucleus is formed is less than that of the sum of the masses of the combining nucleon. So due to that mass defect, energy is released. And you know from Einstein mass energy relation, what is E is equal to mc square, na? Mass defect into c square we have calculated in the first lectures, right? For example, students, let's take an example. Let two protons combine to form a deuteron and a positron is released with some energy, right? For example, right, two protons combine, two protons combine to form a deuteron, and a positron with release of 0.42 MeV energy. If in equation I will represent this one, see, hydrogen 1 1, hydrogen 1 1, combine deuterium hydrogen 1 2, right, plus positron E plus, right, neutrino, not antineutrino, only nu will be there, plus 0.42 MeV. We can calculate also from a given reaction, you can also calculate, right? Similarly, students, there are another examples. Two deuterons combine to form a light isotope of helium and a neutron or a triton or a proton. Okay. So another thing you can see here, another example, let's take two deuterons, right? Two deuterons combine either to form the light isotope of helium and a neutron, or a triton and a proton. Various examples. We'll do some numericals on this also. That means if I'll write in equation format, right? So see here. Two deuterons, hydrogen 1 2, right? Plus hydrogen 1 2. Then combine to form a helium 2 3 with mass number 1 neutron 0 1 plus 0.3, not 0.3.27, right? That is 3.27 MeV of energy is released, right? So student, actually there are some conditions. Always some energy is coming out, that is We say it is exothermic, as I told. The process is called thermonuclear fusion, right? Yes or no? So there are some certain conditions for nuclear fusion, right? So right, necessary conditions means high temperature is required. High density is also required because pressure increases, frequency of collision will be high uh, of the light nucleus, and hence increase in the rate of fusion. So there are two requirements, two necessary conditions for nuclear, yes or no? And fusion is a source of energy in sun and stars, right? Fusion, sun and stars all are based on the principle of nuclear fusion, right? Yes or no? So here let's take an example to solve this one. How much energy will be released? Let's take an example. What type of question? Numerical questions that we're going to face. Let's do one or two questions on that. Let's take example. This is the example of a nuclear reaction, right? We'll come to fusion after this. So nuclear fusion or energy generation starts. For that, this example I'm giving. Yes or no? So student, here you see, calculate the energy released by the fission of a 2 gram of uranium 90 to 235 in a kilowatt hour. Energy released per fission is 200 mega electron volt, right? So student, number of atoms. Let's first calculate the number of atoms in 2 gram of uranium, right? By applying the Avogadro's number concept, right? The number of atoms in 2 gram of uranium 90 to 235, right? So that is equal to how much? 2 into 6.025 into 10 to the power 23 divided by 235. This many atoms, है ना? Correct? So energy released for fission, right? Right, energy released per fission is equal to 200 MeV. So that is equal to how much? अगर kilowatt hour में convert करेंगे 200 into mega मतलब 10 to the 6 ना students, right? Electron volt means 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19. Yes or no? So that is equal to 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 11 joule. Understood na student how to convert MeV into joule? But here in this question is asking how much energy is released. So released per fission is this much. So this many atoms are there. Yes or no? So write energy released. Next write energy released by 2 gram of uranium 90 to 235 is equal to 2 into 6.025 into 10 to the power 23 divided by 235, right? Into how much student? 3.2 into 10 to the minus 11. Yes or no? Getting now? And this is joule. To convert joule 1 kilowatt hour, how much joule? 1 kilowatt means 10 to the 3 watt. Hour means 3600 second. Do you remember? So that is 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. Yes or no? Correct? So here you got joule. Again, we have to convert into kilowatt hour. Yes or no? So that is again equal to, right, 2 into 6.025 into 10 to the power 23 divided by 25. Sorry, 235 into 3.2 into 10 to the minus 11 joule was there. So we'll convert it. So 3.6 into 10 to the power 6. This much. By solving this, total you will get 4.55 into 10 to the power 4 kilowatt hour. Understood? Just note it. See, another question. Complete the nuclear reaction and calculate the energy released in lithium 37, hydrogen 1 proton, to helium plus how much we have to find here, question mark, and what is the Q value also you have to find, right? Students, see here. That means the concept of mass defect will put what is the mass defect and we'll multiply with C square. Then we'll be getting how much extra energy, right? How much energy will be converted, see here. Students, if I'll go for the right side mass, right? I'll go for the right side mass, I'll go for the left side mass, then we'll go for the right side mass, right? Then we'll find the Q value. So what is the mass on the left side, student? 3 here. Mass on the left side. Lithium mass is how much? 7 point this much. 3 lithium ions are there. To write solution, let's go. Mass on LHS, right? So that is equal to 7.01822 plus 1 proton is there, 1.00812, right? We'll multiply 3 with that. That is equal to how much? 8.02634 atomic mass unit. That is mass on LHS. Then what is mass on RHS? 2 helium. That means 2 into 4. See here the entire thing. Let's take into consideration. 2 into 4.0039 given plus Q value this much AMU. That is equal to how much? C AMU. That is equal to how much? 0. Not 0. 4 to 8. 8.00780 plus Q, right? But right side is this much, left side is this much. Yes or no? So that means 8.02634 is equal to 8.00780 plus Q. So Q is equal to how much? 0. By subtracting 0.1854 atomic mass unit. And in 1 atomic mass unit, how much energy is generated, student? 931 MeV. Yes or no? You have to remember that value. 0.01854 into 931 MeV. So that is equal to how much? 17.26 MeV. This much energy Q value will be released, right or not? Correct. And if I'll go for the reaction, see here 3 plus 1 4, here 2, here nothing. So definitely we have to take here another helium 2 4, right? 7 plus 1 8. Now 4 plus 1 1 8. Now the equation is balanced. 3 1 4 2 2 4 7 1 8. This is 4, so this will be 4. Another helium will be there in the gap. Understood or not? All understood this?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So with 2 examples, now you complete your NCERT questions, exercise, NCERT exemplar. Then,
Sir.
1 minute.
Sir, mass of LHS